The RV Show USA is brought to you by Rockwood, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
And this portion of the RV Show USA is brought to you by PPL Motorhomes, the largest consignment RV dealer in the country.
And our next guest is a regular here on the show. She is one of the smartest, friendliest, and most successful women in the RV industry, and she's been working around RVs for almost 40 years. She is the president of PPL Motorhomes, Diana LeBlanc Link, a.k.a. RV Nana. So what's this I hear about you hitting a brick wall there, young lady?
Oh, my gosh, I hit a brick wall, and it's all your fault because you asked me about it last week.
You sounded so good last week. You sound like a little raspy right now, RV Nana.
Hey, I sound a lot better today than I did. For those of you who are a little older, there was a lady named Lauren Bacall, and she had this very raspy, sexy voice. Well, that's what I sounded like the last 3 days. I just didn't have the Humphrey Bogart person there.
So are you feeling better, though? You don't sound very good, but hopefully you're feeling pretty good.
I feel 100% better than I did, yes.
Well,
It
good.
happens. It's a wonderful season, yes.
All right, so you texted me and you said to ask you something about notifications. We were just talking about that during the commercial break. Jumpin' John was asking me, about why do I go to Popeyes every Tuesday? It's because I set a reminder on my phone. That's why I go over there. And so, anyway, you got a notification. You wanted me to ask you about it.
Oh, my gosh. I've always been one of these that apparently I just can't remember everything. So I set reminders all the time on my phone. Well, every January I have a reminder to check all of the batteries and everything in my RV. You know, January, sometimes you aren't out RVing, but you go over, you check out the RV. You maybe sit there, clean a little bit, pull it out, have a glass of wine while you're sitting there if you're in RV, and that's my driveway RVing that I do sometimes. But that's when you take time to check for all of these little things. Your batteries, if you have the fire and LP detectors that are battery charged, you need to check those. Flashlights, even all the different ones that you have in the RV. The last thing you want is to have a dead battery when you really need it. And the remote controls. Nowadays, I've got 14 remotes, I think, in the RV for different things that they go to. Got to check all of those. Radios, weather radios. You don't want to find out that the weather's bad when it's pouring down rain and you can't hear anything at all, that the batteries are dead at that time.
I love what you're saying, Diane, because most of the people I know, me included, is, the batteries are dead in that remote, so I'll just go replace them in that. If you just do it once a year and do it to everything and set a reminder like you said you do, then it's easy instead of, having to stop and go change this and then change that one 2 months later. Just do it all at the same time. And because most of the RV inspectors I talk to, they say that's one of the most common things is people have, expired, that their smoke detector doesn't work, their batteries are dead, even their fire extinguishers. Check your fire extinguishers.
Oh, yeah. All of those things are important, but the thing about it, you don't always have all the different sizes of batteries that are fresh batteries with you when you're RVing. You may put them in there, but they've been sitting there for 2 years, and you don't remember that they're in that little container that long, so you're going to replace a battery with possibly a dead battery because it's been there that long.
Yeah, well, if you got those little 9 volts, you can touch it to your tongue like I did when I was a kid to make sure they're good and hot. I'm only kidding. But you can if you want to. All right, so you sent us a link to an RV. Do you mind talking about that? Because, folks, RV Nana is the president of the largest consignment RV dealership in the United States, PPL Motorhomes. She's on almost every week with us talking about all kinds of cool things about RVing. And she sent me a link to this beautiful Class A motor coach, and it looks like a smoking deal. Diana, tell us about it.
It is a smoking deal, and for those of you who don't know us, we have about 750 consigned motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and sometimes they'll just jump out at you that you got a really good deal. And I was looking at one. It's a 30-foot 2019 Coachman Pursuit Precision, and it's got the slide. It's got one of those long slides that just makes the whole thing huge. But it is really sharp looking, and our sales director today decided that he was going to put this on on special for, I think he dropped it down to like $67,995, which is a heck of a deal, and it's only got under 7,000 miles on it. It's one of those situations where the owner, this does happen sometimes, they buy something with great intentions, and the intentions just don't happen, and it does happen sometimes like that.
The benefits there. I can make a case either way. There's positives for buying used. There's some negatives if you want to look at it. But all in all, if you're not exactly sure of the RV you're going to buy, you don't know how long you're going to own it for, buying used to me makes so much sense. If you're only going to own it for a couple of years, and what a deal! I mean, look, whoever is selling this has to. I mean, they're going to lose a lot of money. This thing was way expensive when they bought it new less than a year ago.
It was, and the whole thing is the biggest reason that so many of the RVs are sold is because they bought the wrong RV. People, I've said this 1,000 times, they watch their neighbor down the street or at the campsite, and they fall in love with the way they look like their RV. But then they get that same model the neighbor has, and they realize that just doesn't fit their needs the same. All of us look different behind the doors of our RV. So, I mean, it's how we sleep on this bed or how we, in my case, dry my hair in the bathroom and, things like that. You got to figure out what you need and what's right for you.
And like you say, it's like going to PPL is like going to an RV show, and you don't have a salesman breathing down your neck. You can just take your time and spend all day looking at RVs.
Come on out, lay on the bed, sit on the sofa, sit in the chair, see where the TV's going to look, how it's going to look for you. Just have fun.
All right, say, speaking of coming out, talk to us about your upcoming Tuesday tips. You got a biggie coming up the first part of February. Tell us about it.
That's right. For those of you who don't know what Tuesday Tips with RV Nana and the PPL Friends is all about, this was a dream of mine about 8 months ago. It was my way to give back to all of our customers. It's a once a month customer appreciation that we do, and it's education for the RVers, the people who are about to buy, those who own RVs. We'll have a lot of different not RV manufacturers. We'll have reps from the different appliance manufacturers. We're going to have people from King Control, Pull-Right, Thetford Norcold, Camco, Fire Disc, the new Picket Play that we were talking about last week. There's a lot of them that'll be there, and they're going to help you learn more about RV. We'll have some campgrounds there for us, too, and just have a lot of fun and have some food, refreshments. We're having barbecue at this one. So come on out on February 4th from 3 to 6 at our Houston location.
And it's free. I like free, and I like food, and I love RV Nana. So what a combination, right?
Come on out and see me.
All right. So shortly after Tuesday Tips, what is it? It's the weekend of Valentine's Day weekend. It's the Houston RV Show. That's a huge one. PPO Motorhomes will be there, but you don't bring used RVs to show them there, do you? You just have a booth, a couple booths.
That's right. We can't bring used RVs to an RV show. That's against Texas state laws to do that. But we will be there, and we will talk to you about all the services that PPL provides. And we just love getting to talk to all of our friends that are there. I think one of my best friends is going to be there from 10 to 12 on Saturday morning, I believe.
I think he is. And you're talking to him. So, folks, I'm going to be there at PPL Motorhomes on it'll be Saturday. It will be February the 15th. And I'll send out if you jump on our Facebook page and like the Facebook page, I'll send a notification, invitation. And the first, 5 or 6 people that come out, we'll give a free T-shirt to or a free night stay at Big Chief. And we'll just have a good time, take some pictures, and hang out there with RV Nana. So I got a question, and we only have a few seconds. The people that come to these RV shows, what percentage of them would you say are people that don't own an RV yet versus people that already own? I mean, any idea?
My gut of doing this for so many years says that I'm going to say that about 55 to 60% of them don't own yet. Maybe they've owned in the past and they're looking to upgrade to another one and they want to see what's available in the market. But a lot of them are just trying to educate themselves on what is available on the market. And I The franchise dealers are awesome. They have great displays.
Diana,
there.
I got to jump. We're going to get cut off by the network. Folks, check her out at pplmotorhomes.com. You will not be disappointed. pplmotorhomes.com. This is the RV Show USA. Be right back.